Now, good morning, everyone. It's not really not really morning anymore, but thanks to Steel Media and the sponsors and the party yesterday, I still feel like in a cloudy morning. I think I share this experience with some of you. From the program, it said that that my speech is about the future of mobile gaming. This is only part of the truth. This was the session category, and what I'm speaking about is that it's more than just gaming, and that it's about escaping from reality. It's about building a world on top of our world. And as an example, I will present to you a virtual reality home cinema solution, and which allows you to stream over 900 legally, to stream over 900 TV and video channels on your smartphone. You put your smartphone in regular mobile VR glasses, and you have the feeling as if you're sitting in a big cinema. I'm going to show it to you. Now, a few words about my company. We're a startup from Munich in Germany, and we started in 2014 when one of my partners came back from the Google developer conference with a Google Cardboard. And when I saw this, I felt like, wow, this is now the start of the mass market. And this is the right time to really invest in virtual reality. And the first thing we did, because VR glasses were not available at that time, building our own cardboard version. And the reason why was simply, after half an hour, my iPhone fell out of the Google Cardboard, and we felt like this is a great idea, but it's not the right execution. So this is our version, and smartphones can't fall out anymore. The reason why we did this was we felt in Germany there was no VR glasses in the stores available. You could order via Amazon, but there was no way to test it, to check it out, to really get in touch with it. So we initially always wanted to develop virtual reality apps and solutions. But without the right glasses, it's a chicken and egg problem. So that's the reason why we started also a little bit of hardware business. And we even have, in the meantime, new gadgets like these VR glasses, where you just put in your mobile phone, your smartphone, and it works just like the Google versions, except that you see a little bit of your surrounding. So this is also a prototype. What is coming next? Mixed reality. I'm going to show it to you also a little later. We're focusing on the development, production, and marketing of virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. And we also have developed a portfolio. I just mentioned the hardware. We have also invested in production capabilities. We have our own 360-degree camera systems, also in 3D with 2 cameras in every direction. We have developed our own camera drone. We have developed a little rover that is driving with a camera through a museum, for example, or a factory to capture 360-degree videos. And we have released already a couple of apps. Now, as a little disruption, I want to speak about the motivation why we started with our VR home cinema. When I first approached the strategic procurement of Media Saturn and tried to sell our VR glasses to them, the head of the procurement said to me, no thanks, VR glasses won't really work. It will be similar to 3D TV because of a lack of content. And this was a motivation for us to think about what kind of virtual reality app could be used in the mass market. What kind of app could be used day by day. So what kind of app could be more than just a roller coaster or a 360-degree video from a nice holiday resort, or for fundraising, as we have heard beforehand. So that's the reason why we got the idea to do the appification of the television. We said, why not taking TV and video streams, putting them in a 360-degree environment, and giving users the experience as if they are sitting in a huge cinema. And just a couple of weeks before we released our app, I was reading an article from Shaw Walters. Maybe some of you have read it as well. And he claimed VR is dead. And he said it's dead because of the bad value proposition. It means isolation, disconnection. It's all the darkness, all the things that we don't really want. And he, by the way, he is a VR developer. And he said this for more or less for provoking and for leading to the topic what really makes good VR, what really makes a world on top of our world, just like feeling things, immersive experiences, volumetric capture of people, of environments, etc. Narrative storytelling. So all these are the elements that are discussed here in various sessions. And he also said one thing which was quite nice. He said what is missing so far is Netflix and chill. So at least with our home cinema app, we have Netflix. And the Netflix and chill maybe in a mixed reality environment. So our answer is it's not dead, it just starts. And this is what I'm going to show you now. Could you please start the teaser? So that's just a little teaser. And it's in Facebook, it's a possibility where you can move around in a 360-degree environment. So this gives you a feeling of what I'm going to show you shortly. Thank you, I think that's okay. Now you get a live presentation of the home cinema app. Could you please switch to the HDMI? Right, that's our app. What you can see here, you can choose the different settings. So we have a living room. It's like a loft apartment. This is what you have seen in the trailer. We have a cinema setting where you feel like sitting in a cinema. And we also have a full screen and a curved screen environment. And this is, if you're using a headset with the smartphone in it, it's quite heavy. So you can imagine that it's very bad to watch a full movie with the weight on your nose and on your head. So we said we have to find a solution where people can lay in bed or lean back and relax. So this is full screen and curved screen is disabling the gyro sensor of the smartphone so that you always have the full screen image and can relax. We have high definition quality. The high definition quality, this is our business model, because then you have to subscribe and upgrade just like in Netflix, and then you also have access to video on demand services. You have no advertising in it, so it's lots of advantages. And the SD quality is for free, so and it's also quite sufficient for watching movies. So I just start. This here is the groups where you can select, and I just pick out UK Live TV now for the presentation. So it takes a moment. So this is all the live streams here from the UK. Let's take BBC One. And now you put your smartphone in the VR glasses.
Charlie, taking away that friendly little dog and leaving behind a family that's shocked and distraught.
So just try it out. It's already available on the App Store for iOS. Android will come very shortly. And you can also, if you have your VR glasses on, you can also control it very simply with eye control. So you can see here on the right-hand side there's a little menu, and if you're focusing on something, for example, if you want to have the full screen mode, you just get on screen, and then you have the whole thing without gyro sensor. So this is the most immersive TV feeling you could possibly get. And it's very cheap. You only need your smartphone and a pair of very cheap VR glasses.
It's just a normal multicultural place, and it's a family area. It's just a down to.
Now, this is a short presentation of the Heimkino app, and what I promised you is I would also show you an example of mixed reality. So imagine this is a poster you have somewhere on your wall. And this here is a printout, a cardboard remote controller, which can be used. So this is a sneak preview. This version is not out yet, but it's going to be published also soon. The mixed reality solution, same principle. You select the TV channel. This always takes a little time because it's always checking whether the channels are updated and live. Now you can see, once the app is recognizing this picture, it starts with a movie. Oops.
9 PM and Kyla's in bed.
Myself and Andy were watching television.
Now here we are. And with the controller, this is now for the presentation a little bit tricky. If I get the controller in, I can press a button and change the channel. So it's a very simple thing, and you can imagine if you're doing this with this type of glasses, you can even interact with the community, with your family around you. The only part that is missing so far is a multiplayer or multi-user mode. But then mixed reality really works. Oops, here we are. Could you please go back to the presentation then? So my question to you is, what do you think? Could this be a potential killer app? Everybody has a smartphone. And with this, you have your mobile home cinema with you, in a hotel room, wherever. Except in aeroplanes, it's too expensive because you need to stream the videos. And not all the airlines do offer access. But this would be the greatest way to really relax in a plane. It will come, sooner or later. Now, with the presentation, the features, as I mentioned already, you can select the different settings, the 360-degree loft apartment, or the cinema screen or curved screen. You can select the channels and the programs. Of course, we have to work also on the user interface because users expect also background information about what is on the program guide. So this is something that must be added in the next version as well. We're using eye control and the head tracking of the smartphone, and we have also embedded as a controller an iCade-compatible Bluetooth controller, so you can control it also while you have the VR glasses on. You don't need to take your smartphone out, and it's a very simple way to do it. And we also found out that from the users, it's also great for learning different languages. Because with over 900 channels from all over the world, we have so many channels in Italian, in French, in English, in Spanish. It's unbelievable. So for students, it's also a great thing to learn by watching movies and video streams. As I mentioned before, and it's already available on the App Store, Android will be released now end of January. And we're already preparing the next version with video on demand included as well for the subscribers. Further environments where you can enjoy the cinema on a beach. And of course, as I mentioned, the mixed reality experiences. This is also one thing where we believe that it will be a huge market. Now this is what you have seen, the marker we have used. Now with the mixed reality, very simple principle. You use the picture that is taken by the smartphone camera and you mix it with the information, the 2D, 3D video or audio information that is coming from the app. And the advantages we see, it's reducing motion sickness. I mean, while I was presenting, of course, I was moving around, so I hope you didn't get motion sick watching the presentation. But if you mix this, you can select the position in a good way, and you can also perceive the environment. You're not completely disconnected to your environment. And so it's more natural for the majority of users to do it in that way. And we believe also that the devices, they're getting lighter and they shrink. So the weight of the smartphone is the most heaviest part of it. Currently, the VR glasses are far more heavier. So we believe that mixed reality will be the next thing to focus on as well. Now the solution, what we're doing, we had a lot of headache in the beginning because of legal aspects. When we started, we developed a crawler that was going through the internet looking for video streams, but then we consulted with our solicitors and they said, don't do this, it's too tricky, you will get lots of legal cases. You have to get the right from all the content owners in order to do this. So we have selected a company called Film On. It's a daughter company of an US-based company similar to Netflix, and they are providing the content for us. And it's interesting, maybe for you also, it's a shared profit model. So 1/3 of the profits goes to the provider, 1/3 goes to the content owners, and 1/3 goes to us. However, we believe that it's quite difficult to sell this upgrade version, the premium version. And that's the reason why we have chosen that we won't offer the home cinema app for free with the next version. We will ask for a little subscription price of 90 cents per month, and we believe that's well worth to also have a revenue stream. And from the technology side, we have used Google Cardboard SDK, Oculus SDK, and it's made with Unity 3D. We have developed our own video streaming engine for it, and also for the split screen technology behind. So this is self-developed, and as I mentioned beforehand, just the eye control through the gyro sensor of the smartphone, and optionally we have embedded the iCade compatible Bluetooth controller. You already look like I have taken too much time. Yeah. So, thank you for the attention. Just to mention, we also have some other apps available on the App Store. Virtual reality is something that helps to relax your synapses, also for pain treatment. And we also have some gimmicks like augmented reality apps. So this is something we hope to sell to McDonald's soon, where you can play soccer just as an augmented reality solution. However, if you're looking on the App Store, both of these apps are available also for Android. So, thank you. Do you have any questions?
Well, you're still allowed to ask a question, even though we're at that.
I'll just a quick one. I guess the question has to be, what's the advantage of watching a virtual screen in a virtual living room when you can watch a real screen in a real living room? Is the big main question. So what's the advantage to the consumer?
Yeah. I think the most immersive experience you of course have when you put the smartphone in VR glasses. And especially if you have a headset on, then you can really completely escape from reality and just focus on the movie. I think the mixed reality version, and this is probably what you meant, is more if you want to enjoy the community within your family. You don't look foolish with your glasses on if you're sitting in the living room. So it's more for interaction purposes. I think that's a difference.